All right. So we made it to another day. And no matter what people think is going on or how difficult they thought it may be, we here. You see, life has never been a game that's going to deal you the perfect hand. You have to play the hand that you are dealt. You have to find ways to make that hand work. But if you can't, and somehow, somewhere you don't feel strong enough to do it, then reach out and get help. If you are thinking of harming yourself, if you are thinking about putting yourself through something that you don't have to put yourself through, please don't. Please take a second to just simply reach out and get help with the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255. And we promise this. We promise this. When I say we, I mean I'm in this battle with you. You do not have to go at this alone. You would not have to be the only one to do this. Okay? Just simply go and get help. Now, with that being said, let's talk some football. What's going on, Pride Nation, and welcome back to another Luke G's Field Review podcast show. We talk all things Detroit Lions. This is a late podcast. I got held over for overtime, and so guess what? I got to still talk about what's going on with this Lions team. So for my replay game, shout out to you. For those people who are here, appreciate it. I'm about to say a whole lot of unpopular stuff. I really am. I know me. I'm about to say some real unpopular stuff, some stuff that people are not going to want to hear. And if you know anything about me, I put pictures up because that's generally where I'm going to go in my topic, okay? It's generally one of the key points of my topic. But guess what? You're going to be in for a fun one today because we got to just talk about a lot of different things. We have to just be able to put something in perspective and keep it what's the word I want to lose? Keep it in context. That's the word I want to use. We have to be able to keep all this stuff in context. And so for me, I just want people to understand that I'm about to tread into some territory that's not going to be popular. It's not going to be what you think it's going to be. So let's see who's in the building with me. Again, sorry for the late stream, but hey, I got to do what I got to do. We got my man Forbidden Knowledge. Thank you for showing up. Dark Twerk, who says, too soon for this, Luke. I'm still in denial. We're going to talk about it. We got Tactical Puma in the building. Super Saiyan D. Williams, Silverback Prime. I like that Silverback Prime. I get what you're going there. And I'm also, let me get this set up too. I got to make sure I set this up right. I'm also going to be taking y'all comments because it matters, and you're gonna get, if only got a small group, you're gonna get so many people. You're gonna give people an opportunity to speak their truth and have a conversation with me, and just keep it 100. Just ride with me on this one. The Detroit Lions lose to the Philadelphia Eagles, and anybody who watched that game know that they lost bad. Like, it was not their best moment. It was not a moment that any of us can be proud of. It was not a moment that any of us can say, hey, we expected that, or we was looking for that, or anything like that. None of us can say that. Here's my take on what is going on with this team. That was the worst loss that I have seen in the last 10 seasons. And I'm not exaggerating that. I'm not being facetious when I tell you that was by far the worst loss I had seen in 10 years. I wish that I can make it up. And what irritates me is not only how we lost, but how I continue to see things that are not lining up. Today is one of those days where you can question anything. It's one of those days where there is no such thing as unscathed heart or anything like that. This was by far the worst loss in the last 10 years. And think about that from the standpoint that we had Matt Patricia in that 10-year span. Like, I want y'all to really think hard about this. This is worse than any loss that Matt Patricia had, and I'll explain to you why. Now, before I jump into that, before I jump into the why of why that was the worst loss I have ever seen, can I get me some? Yes, sir. Can I get some go green, go white? Can I get some? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Can I get me some love for my Michigan State Spartans? Because this surprisingly leads up into why this is the worst loss. And I'm going to explain to you how what Michigan State did also correlates to what happened to the Lions. Here's the first thing I need you to understand. Michigan State, for the most part, was trailing, literally, excuse me, literally trailing the entire time to Michigan, right? Like, we know this. When have you ever seen a team come back and do it running the ball? I wait. When have you seen that? When have you seen the comeback? That's what happens when you beat down a team, old school football. And that's why when it's a nightmare, every time we show up, you know what I'm saying, we got problems, okay? This is what happened, baby. Green and white represented. And not only did they have a comeback, they did a comeback with the run. All right? Now, I support the congratulations to MSU Go Blue. At least you're still repping your team. But God, I've never seen that. Now, why am I making this a thing? Why am I making this a thing? And how does this have anything to do with the Lions? Anytime you can run the ball like that, anytime you can run the ball like that, that is the worst way to ever lose. This man threw the ball, people, 14 times. Between two quarterbacks, 16 total passes. 16. They ran the ball 46 times. Even if you took out the rushing for Jalen Hurts, right? Like if you took out Jalen Hurts statistics and you said, you know what, he had 7 carries, and you take that out, that's still 39 carries. If you took out of his rushing yards, because you're like, hey, he had 71 rushing yards, you took that out, that's still 165 yards. That is literally, excuse me, that is literally 165 yards on 39 carries. That is still 4.2 yard average. That is still a 4.2 yard average. I want y'all to understand something. Okay? When you look over here, and your quarterback has did all this throwing, y'all love to talk about garbage time stats, right? This is all garbage time. When you really want to embarrass somebody, all you have to do is line up and hit them dead in the mouth. We knew every single snap that they was running the ball, and we couldn't do nothing. We couldn't do nothing. We knew that no matter what happened, we couldn't stop it. Right? He said, I knew Luke was going to talk. Hey, I got to talk the truth. Michigan State did his thing, and we're going to talk about this. What they did to us is what bullies do to other people. Because passing the ball is not the hard part. Running it down your throat is very difficult. It takes a lot of physicality and things to happen for it to work. Now, there's a lot of reasons why they was able to run it down our throat. There was a lot of points, I should say, on how they was able to run it down our throats. And for those people who want to join in and chime in, the link is linked at the top of this chat. So feel free to join in. I ask you to do one thing. Before I bring you on, you simply show me your face. That's it. Then you cut your camera back off and we talk ball. It's that simple. All right? All right? Now, I look at these games on a game-by-game basis. I don't even waste no time with it. First thing that jumped out to me was they came out, and not only, I'm not making this up, it's already been quoted. They scouting report said, if I can pressure the quarterback, he will fold like a crispy, beautiful, just clean linen sheet, right? Like with the 1,000 thread, right? Like if I just get pressure, he's going to fold. I have not even looked at the number of blitzes that they sent, but I guarantee you it's well over 40%. I guarantee you, without me even looking it up, don't even care to look it up, I guarantee you it's well over 40%. And the scary part is this. They was well-designed blitzes. I mean, delayed linebacker here, delayed linebacker there, here delayed, there delayed, everywhere delayed, undelayed, delayed, way, whatever else you come up with, they had a way to get through it. And we were calling plays for DeAndre Swift like Jamal Williams was still there. Yet that falls on the offensive coordinator. So we got our first guest to come in and want to talk. My man D-Map Zoon is in the building. What up, though?
Hey, man, what's good with you?
Listen, bro, this is your opportunity to vent. There's no such thing as a wrong answer. Question everything.
I don't know what it is.
Leave us things on the screen because I want people to understand. When you get dominated in the run like this is the worst way to lose. They literally just basically said, I'm stronger than you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, man, that's the worst way to lose. They pretty much said, guess what? You about to shove this run game down your throat. Time to see if you stop it. They're just like, well, Larry Bird was calling his shots, and you kept on telling all the other team, guess what? We about to do this play. They're going to get the ball to me. See, you can stop me. And, of course, they never did. That's basically what they did. So they just said, bring that booty over here. You about to get this work.
And then they didn't even take – I think I saw maybe one down the whole game where they only rushed 3. They were sending 5 or more damn near every freaking play, people. Y'all don't even understand. Man. The one tackle was getting worked left to right. Everybody want to talk about Sewell.
Man.
You know, everybody want to talk about Sewell. We finna go down the whole list. Let's start at the head coach. Okay? Let's dispel some of the stupid stuff, right? Let's get some of the stupid stuff out the way. First things first. This I heard talks about, oh, he lost the locker room. No, he didn't. I heard talks about, oh, you know, he should be fired. You should be fired. Okay? You gave more time to other dummies than this. No. I've heard talks about, oh, DeAndre Swift is not as explosive as we thought. You can't run him the same way you run Jamal Williams. And when you did call it off tackle, I thought that he did spend a little bit too much time dancing, but nonetheless, the blocking was not there. That brings me to my next point. Once Dan Campbell saw that they was playing that type of game, he needed to talk to his coordinators and say, we got to adjust. We cannot survive with this. We cannot do this and survive. We have to run the ball. We have to do things to get them to over pursue. And I didn't see that. And that's what pissed me off. That's what made me mad. That's what made me frustrated. What did you see that just pissed you off? I mean, obviously they lost, but what did you see?
Like, what's crazy is I ended up seeing the game a little bit because I was basically working. But one of my eyes that worked with me was telling me the score. I'm like, wait, man. So they even took their kick a field goal. They're not even trying to stop the bleeding a little bit. They just said, oh, no, we're just about to just take it. About to say we're just about to give it to us with no lube needed. Okay, one of those games.
And that's what they did. They didn't. And it's sad. It's sad because some of that was scheme. Some of you will put they will put out there Brockers and Pennicini, right? Pennicini can hold his block down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he will hold his block down. But then what would happen is it would be different. Now, Crimson, make sure you mute your video on the stream before I bring you in so you don't get no feedback. And then I'll bring you in. So give me a thumbs up when you got that muted. All right, bet. I'm going to bring Crimson in. Listen, this is an open forum. This is y'all time to just speak y'all truth and tell y'all displeasure. But I'm about to speak some truth too, because some of y'all fans, and I know who you are. Trust me, I keep receipts. I know who you are. Some of y'all fans, y'all real interested. We're going to get into it. Crimson Shadow, what up, though?
What's going on, Crimson Shadow?
I don't know, man. I'm just at this point where I just exist at this point.
Right.
Man.
I'm going to be honest with you. here's the thing. I didn't watch the game because here's what happened.
Me either.
I was just turning in. I just looked at the score. I turned on my TV. And I just see it's 24-0. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it. Walking away. I've seen the show too many times. That's it.
I ain't even had time to watch it. I'm glad I didn't. They
Dude,
waste
I've
my
been watching
time.
more Red Wings lately than anything, and oh god.
Let me say this: you didn't watch the game, but when you saw the score, what was your first thought? What were you feeling like?
Here we go again. A team we should beat, and we get our ass completely pounded.
We got beat down.
This is
that
like
was a raping, bro. We need to call. That's why you need to call the cops. That was just a game bang. That's basically what they did.
Dude, I feel like we should file a freaking misdemeanor. Jesus.
Exactly. It was like, come on, man. They need to take the longest shower of their life.
I don't even know what to blame anymore.
One Prowl 40. I just need you to show me your face real quick, and then I'll
there ain't nobody. But I know this. Of course, golf miss open receivers
I
again.
can't, hold on. Let me go down the list and dispel some BS. Let me go down the list. One Prowl 40. I do need to see your face, or I cannot let you on. I gotta make sure you're human.
To blame.
Once you show me your face, you can then turn the camera back on.
That game was just trash. It was like,
why? What I could say in this case, I don't know if I can blame golf. Who do we have for receivers? I mean,
really nobody.
Do we use Trinity Benson? Do we use him? I don't even know.
I don't think so.
Appreciate you,
I don't think so.
When our best receiver is
I'm gonna bring you in. You cut your camera back off, bro.
When our best wide receiver is Khalif Raymond, what does that tell you?
Yeah. Let me listen. Now listen, hold on. Give me a second. I'm finna poke y'all out for a minute because I gotta do this. I gotta do it this way because I need this to be clear to people. I do not care to hear the stories about the wide receivers. I don't want to hear about the wide receivers. That was not the problem. I don't want to hear about Jared Goff. That was not the problem. He took an ass whooping. And it just is what it is. Some of you fans already had this team winning 4 or 5 games. Yet y'all in the chat acting like y'all shocked and upset. Why? Why are you now upset? Why are you now frustrated? Why are you now mad? You didn't have any high expectations to begin with. So if anything, you should be happy because they are on par with your expectations. Now, me, on the other hand, I'm pissed. I'm beyond pissed because I expected more. And what I expected to see was things that happened. This is the first game where they just checked out. And you know why? Because many of them people just wanted to get home and trick or treat and go party. And they shouldn't be here. They should not be on this team. One Prowl 40, man. Welcome to the show. What you got for the people, man?
Hey, what's going on? Oh, so I heard all week again for Michigan versus Michigan State that we're gonna get the ball. Walker's gonna get bottled up. Yeah, 5 touchdowns. Says he's getting bottled up.
It was. I said this on Lions on the Prowl on Friday, and I told them, I said, who has Michigan win against? Who had the run game Michigan State has? And nobody can answer it. And I said, okay, watch. You're gonna learn today, and it happened. And so it's one of them things where people don't understand how. Not only did they come back, they did it by running the ball. That's scary, and that's after they lost one of their best receivers. So. But overall, what did you think of the Lions game, man?
I kind of stopped after halftime. That was rough.
Listen, I'm not mad if y'all gave up. I'm not mad if y'all gave up. The reality is this. When you watch that game, I felt bad for Jared Goff. I literally started having flashbacks of Matthew Stafford, Joey Harrington, and every other quarterback that we had there. Our offensive line got their butt kicked. They did. Right.
Yeah, they did. They just got dog walked like 5 yards beyond the line of scrimmage. It felt like.
I just don't like seeing people come in and give up like that. So I'm bringing y'all back in. We're gonna keep this a group discussion. I got a few questions. First things first.
Luke, I got a question for you though.
Just 1 second. By show of hands, how many of you feel that this loss falls on the hands of Jared Goff? By show of hands. Nobody. Perfect. How many of y'all feel like this game fell on Dan Campbell's shoulders? By show of hands. 2, 3. Okay. How many of y'all felt like the biggest culprit was Aaron Glenn and some of his schemes that he set up for the defense? Nobody? Perfect. How many of y'all actually, by show of hands, felt that Anthony Lynn has been the biggest problem all season? Now we got 1. So guess what? Guess what I did? I sat back there and it's like, yo, on one hand, Earlier in the parts, I couldn't even blame Anthony Lynn because the quarterback was playing bad. But this game is on Anthony Lynn. This game is on Dan Campbell. You have to see what they're doing to you in the past game and say, we're going to run it. And create better runs than this motion somebody that can't block and two trying to get a block. This is the problem.
Oh, man.
You cannot do this. Okay? It just doesn't make sense. Now, one Prime 40, you said you got a question for me. What up, though?
So what do you mean? You said that he's not losing the locker room. I kind of feel like he is. What do you mean by that?
He's not. How? What do you mean? They're everybody on that team is a backup to a backup.
Yeah.
Like who did he lose? Who did he lose? That's a backup to a backup. They're trying to play their butts off to earn a spot. He didn't lose it. You had people who was out. Like, let's be honest, bro. David Blau was the backup to Boyles, right? Go down the list. AJ Parker, how far was he on the depth chart? Now he in as a starter. Like, how? What? Just go down the list. I don't even think he played. I'm just saying, how can you say he lost the locker room?
Surprisingly, a lot of those backups actually been playing pretty well.
I'm just saying, this. Listen, I've been told all season that the Lions' offensive line sucked. This is the first game where I was like, wow, y'all got y'all butt kicked. Now, were there some plays that could have been made by Jared Goff? Yes, because Jared Goff had did some things to kind of help the line out. Yes.
But Matt Nelson got his ass kicked, but not Sewell.
Yeah, Matt Nelson got destroyed. You know why he got destroyed? Because Anthony Lynn and Dan Campbell refused to leave a tight end over there to help. And when they did leave a tight end over there to help, they still blitzed. You went into an empty set, and nobody was there to block.
I don't think Anthony Lynn is I don't think he's a terrible offensive coordinator. He's already been a proven offensive coordinator in the past. Really, this was a fail on his part, but I don't think it's going to be consistent.
But
I just look at it like this. I look at it like this. At the end of the day, and again, if you want to join the show, it is linked in the description. You just got to simply show me your face, and then you can cut your camera back off.
Yep.
You can actually hop on here with a tablet, to be honest with you. Like, if you got a tablet, computer, or cell phone, you can still hop in and get it done.
Man, sure. What you eating for dinner?
Oh, we got some noodle soup there with some shrimp.
You think?
Oh,
you think Walker should win Heisman this year?
Nice.
Hold on.
Yeah.
We say one Pride 40.
You think Walker should win Heisman this year?
Again, I'm on Lions, bro. I ain't even gonna play with you. I'm on Lions. I want to talk green and white, but we got to get through the Lions. I'll get to that stuff later. I mean, obviously, I'm a Michigan State person, but I'm on Lions. That's the topic that we at right now. Anything Lions, I'm down for. Anything outside the Lions, no. This is a Lions thing because we have to figure out how to approach this, and I want people to give real opinions about what they're experiencing when it comes to this. There's some people here who really did not believe that the Lions were going to win at all this season, and they should not be upset.
Man, ain't no point.
Yeah, but they expected 3 or 4
my
wins by
expectations,
now.
as you know, Luke, I was one of the guys who said 2 wins at best. I mean, I had no expectations. I'm like the meme at this point. I had no expectations, and I'm still disappointed. That's
but at this point, though,
some type of fight. You can't even try.
At this
the
point,
Eagles was one of the ones I expected to win. So,
but if you had us winning 2 games, then you can't be disappointed. And the other part of it, I forgot who sent it to me. I got to think of what his name is. He sent it to me on Instagram. He brought it to me. He said, "I wonder how people would feel if they know that Kyle Shanahan started off like the season 0-10." And I said, "That's a good point." But this is my problem with all of this. The Lions know that they are literally running a skeleton crew. And now I'm finna go into my other problem, which is Brad Holmes. Brad Holmes needed to add pieces from free agency. I know cap is strapped, but if you're trading away draft picks for people like Benson, he got to play. Right? He's got to play. If you got people like Deshaun Hand should have been gone. Nick Williams should have been gone.
Trey Flowers gone.
Yeah,
I mean that cap hit is a little bit too much for my blood, but it's just the reality that these things they got to happen. So I'm gonna go through and give y'all another shot. You know, let y'all get y'all last a few minutes in, and I'm gonna continue on the show for a few. And then, like I said, if nobody will jump in, I'll bring y'all back on if y'all want to hop back in. Start off with you, one Prime 40. What else you want to hit on before you jump out of here?
All right, thank you.
All right. D-Map Zoom, what do you want to hit on before you jump up out of here?
Honestly, man, I just probably just had to get used to the fact that this is gonna be a long season. But I know yesterday was just like, wow, they really didn't even try. They didn't even try to put
They laid
some type
down.
of effort.
No, they tried. No, listen, they tried. The will of them was beat out of them. When you run the ball, when you run the ball like that, you are beat. I told y'all last season. I said, you do not want to give Bob Quinn a third season. You know why? Because think about this. If you don't give Bob Quinn that third season, and you're sitting there with that draft pick at 3, guess who you're not taking? You're not taking a cornerback.
Cornerback? No.
Nope. You're probably taking Justin Herbert. You're probably taking Justin Herbert if you had another coaching regime in there. Most fans wanted him to get a third year. They believe that it's going to take a third year to get it done.
Sure, I didn't. I wanted him going out there first year.
He should have been fired.
Out that first year, he should have been going.
Yeah, there's no way you could keep him. And so to me, it is what it is. My man Crimson Shadow, what do you have for your final thoughts, in terms of, for the people in terms of this Lions game? I know you didn't watch it. I know you said you got to a point with the score. I've
seen enough games to give you an opinion. Okay, let me put it to you like this. This season has been more painful for me because, and she's next to me. The most painful thing is my girlfriend's Canadian, never watched football in her life. And she sits here watching football with me. And she keeps pointing out how the heck I could keep watching this. And she's looking at me like I am a Stockholm syndrome rooting for this painful team. And it's almost laughable and painful at the same time. And she's right. I've been a fan of this team for 20 freaking years. And it is grueling seeing this being as bad as the 08 season.
I don't even think I can't knock your opinion, but I think it's not a fair assessment to say it's as bad as the 08 season just yet. They had to go 0-17 for that to be worse. But this was absolutely the worst loss in 10 years. To just get the ball ran down you the quarterback. I took the TV up every now and then just see what they're gonna say. They're like, I don't know why they throwing the ball. They can't stop the run. And I'm gonna explain why that was, but I appreciate you, D-Map Zoom, and One Pride 40 for hopping on. And it would have been a different thing, man. I appreciate it. I look at it like this, that I know that Technical said they would have took Tua. They wouldn't have took a cornerback. I don't know who they would have took, man. It wouldn't have been no damn corner. I can tell you that right now. There's no way they would have took a corner. But I can tell you this. The Lions were unable to stop the run because they were all attempting to strip the ball on every freaking tackle. Let me think about how I'm gonna say this. I don't want to blow this up. Excuse me. They literally on every tackle was trying to pull the ball out. And I got to a point where I was like, just tackle him. Just get him down. Don't do anything else. Just get him down. Jack Frost says, so I guess it ain't just Goff, huh? No, Goff is still a major problem. I mean, I can show you parts in this game where he had good protection, still missed a wide open receiver. You just can't miss wide open receivers in this league. I get that. Everything was bad. The running backs were bad. The blocking was bad. The scheme was bad. The play calling was bad. The defense was horrid. The linebackers was horrid. The secondary, I don't know what they thought they was going to do. They were just out there. Special teams, But at the end of the day, they're so depleted. And I'm not seeing the Lions replenish it with nothing. And I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with people who think that it's just another game or this shouldn't happen. They lost 44-6. 44-6. I want y'all to take a second and let that sink in. I'm going to give you a minute. 44-6 is what they lost. Okay? And to see that type of L was, I got pissed when it was 8 minutes on the clock. You don't took Swift out the game, but you leave in Jared Goff. And I didn't want Jared Goff bench because he sucked. I wanted him bench because at this point, it was a lost cause for him to keep playing. other than for him to pass stats. He hadn't thrown the ball down the field. He wasn't really trying to do much. He was panicked, and everything they did worked. I was frustrated. I was, and my frustration turned into disgust. I wanted to throw up in my throat and just choke on it because it was ridiculous. But there is no reason for some of the other things. You was giving Jamar Jefferson. If Jamal Williams is out, why was Jamar Jefferson not giving more touches? Let's talk about it, right? Let's just go through and take a gander at trying to explain what game plan this evolve around. What game plan evolve around this man getting 2 carries? What's the game plan behind that? Why is it in a game? I want y'all to understand something. Look at this. Let's go back to the top. After the first quarter, it was 7-0. 7-0. We gave up on the run. When it was 10-0 at half, I'm thinking, don't give up on the run. Y'all want to know how many times we ran the ball in the first half? It's real shocking. DeAndre Swift had 6 carries in the first half. 6. He finished with 12. How, Sway? How? Explain that to me. How? In a game that's 10-0, that man got 6 carries. How? Godwin, 3 carries. Jamar Jefferson, 2 carries. How? And most of this didn't happen until the game got out of control. When are we going to get a game that looks like this? 46 freaking carries to 14 passes. All the teams who doing something is running the ball. Not the Lions. They can't seem to run into their own way. And yes, should we blame certain people? Yes. We should blame the head coach. We should blame everybody. There is nothing good that came out of this game. The worst loss I've seen in 10 years. Nothing they did work. The adjustments they made at halftime didn't work. The execution was flawed. I was disgusted. And I can't blame Jared Goff for this. He took a beating. This is not on the quarterback this time. Put that on anybody else. I don't care who it is. Put it on them. But you can't start with the quarterback. I can literally go through. I'm making videos showing it. Get ready to show y'all what this offensive line has been. This is the worst outing I've seen. The worst. And it was the worst outing because they could not pick up delayed blitzes. So every team that played them, guess what they're going to do? Delayed blitz. Because they see right now they can't pick it up. They were so confused. And then you got empty sets that don't amount to anything. It's just no getting around it. And as much as I want to blame the quarterback, I can show you in real time it's not him. Not this time. I can look at the highlights and just show you. In real time, it ain't him. This team needs to be better. And it needs to start somewhere. It needs to be more open and more transparent. It needs to start somewhere. So people I think need to get benched, anybody who laid down that day. They also only gave one of their better linebackers only 25 snaps? And Fox should have gave up on him. There was nothing to see there. Nothing. What's going on in the mix? In the mix said he ready for Dan to go. It's too early. Y'all gave 3 years to Patricia. He got to get another season. Patricia didn't come into this situation. He came into. Y'all, I don't even want to talk draft, but I can tell you this much. Malik Willis is overrated. You heard it here first. I would not draft him under no circumstance. I'll take that back. If he was a 5th or 6th round pick, I might take a chance on him. He is not who you think he is. He is not who you think he is. Malik Willis is not what you think he is. You're going to get you a Dennis Dixon, keep playing. You're going to get you a Brett Hundley, keep playing. This is not, you got to be built different to come here. Stop getting caught up in all the flashy people and look for people who built different. Y'all wanted Stafford gone. Blamed everything on Stafford. Talk crap to him, his parents, his mother, his children. Y'all didn't give a care. Now y'all want quarterbacks. I don't understand this. Y'all got what y'all asked for. Listen, I keep receipts. I know who you are. This team did not give up. They got beat up. There's a difference. And that's fine. They are not the only team to get beat up this season. Here's looking at the Green Bay Packers week 1. Here's looking at the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's looking at what happened to Tampa Bay yesterday. The Jets got to win. You got people talking about, did we get the wrong head coach? No. The jury's still out on Robert Saleh. I don't care what they did. They had a better situation. Well, how can you say that? Look, you can't say they had a better. Yes, they did. The other team came in and thought they were going to get a cakewalk. Got hit in the mouth. It happens. People have bad games. We need to figure out why it keeps happening to the Lions. And in this case, it's a multitude of reasons, from poor coaching to poor player personnel to injuries to whatever, officiating everything. But as you see right here, Jack Frost brings up, you have to run the ball and throw screenplays against delayed blitzes. That's how you counter it. There was no counter to those delayed blitzes. It was a whole lot of ass whooping, a whole lot of beat down. And I walked away trying to figure out where was your answer to what they was doing, because they really didn't do nothing different. You had, what's his name, Byron Scott, whatever his name is, him. You had Byron Scott looking like LaDainian Tomlinson. Why? Like, he that good? Really? The adjustments was not there. They weren't there. You know, how they do against the Rams then. Do this. I don't know. See, they got up for the Rams. They didn't want to get embarrassed by the Rams. They thought they were going to walk over the Eagles. And the Eagles did to them with the Rams what we did to the Rams. Hit them in the mouth. Caught them off guard. It ain't got nothing to do with emotions. You know, in the mix, again, the link is in there. If you want to join the show, the link is at the top. You click on it, jump in, put your same name that you use on YouTube, I add you in. You see my man D-Map Zooms? Say what up, though, for the people.
Going on, man.
You see, he in the building. He ain't backstage listening to the show. I'm going to bring him back in a minute, but I got to get this stuff out because I got to finish this rant.
Not a problem. Go ahead.
So, it's not about the emotion. You have to show some type of emotion. He was frustrated yesterday watching this game. Nothing can go right. And it's not the first time it's happened. It's just when it happens to the Lions, who happen to be 0-7, and this is a game that should have been winnable, that's a problem. This is one of the games that I counted as a winnable game. I do not know where we're going to get a win from. I don't. But I know we're going to get one. Like, I know we're going to get one. I know we're not going 0-17 because I know by the time we get to week 17, the Packers ain't got nothing to play for. So we should technically get that one by default. But the reality is this team did not give up. They got beat up. So let's look at some highlights. Right? Real quick. Look at some highlights real quick. And let's just take a gander. I'm going to go through certain plays, and we're going to talk about it. So let's start off. This is the first play. I want to try to understand what my problem is with this. Let me go back. Why is it that the full... Okay, don't bring it back. Bring it back. You got two receivers out here. Your fullbacks out here. Why? How many people y'all see in the box? Y'all counting with me? He up. That's 8 in the box. They are expecting to run. Let's see what happens here. Who has Jared Goff got to hit right here? That's the right target. Beautiful pass. I went, well, okay, let's go. Let's go. And I want you to go back and understand. Look how much time it took for this ball to get out of his hand. This is what's supposed to happen every freaking game. Let's go. That's a good play from him. Now watch this empty set stuff. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. Watch this empty set stuff. So what's wrong with this? What's wrong with this? This is the right read. This is not on Jared Goff. This is on TJ Hockenson. You, at the tight end, got to see where the stick's at. Get deeper. Look where the ball at. Really? That's on the tight end. That's on the tight end. We can't blame nobody else but the tight end. Nobody. Now watch the defense. What the hell scheme is this? Why is it? Okay, we're gonna get to it. I want y'all to understand. Look at this matchup up here. How is this benefiting the Lions? You saying your form of a delayed blitz with this month, with this one of all the people, this the one. He the one that's gonna be your blitzer. When are they gonna start blitzing Derek Barnes? But we're gonna leave it alone. Let's just go back right here. Let's go back. Let's send it. Was he even trying to blitz? Let's go back. Let's slow it down. Let's slow it down a little bit. I just want y'all to see what I see. Because sometimes we want to blame people, but you got to just call it a play. And you got to ask why. Who was he trying to blitz? He wasn't even... He keep getting blocked by the unlikeliest person. What the hell is Julian McCord going to do here? Let's see. Yeah. All right. So we got him off his point. Good job that Jalen Hurts ain't worth a damn. Let's keep going. Let me get on, keep going. Let's start right here. Let's look at the protection. Y'all know why I talk about pass rush moves? Right? Look at this move from 94. Ooh, rip. You see this? It's nothing that Matt Nelson can do. Meanwhile, Suit over here handling my man Derek Barnett. Right? I don't even got to go to the all-22s here. Who is he supposed to throw to? You want to tell me he want to throw it here underneath? Okay. How would my man's already grabbing at him? They got beat up, and it was nothing you can say about it. They got beat up. The worst game I've seen from them. I don't even need the all-22s. Not wasting my energy with it. Here was another one of those plays. See how that counter worked? Right? Look at this. Look at the counter on this. Y'all didn't even see how many people they sent, did y'all? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brilliant. We gotta keep calling this stuff, right? But this is 3rd and 13. So now the question becomes, where is this at on freaking 1st and 10? 2nd and 10. 3rd and 13. You come up with this, and it's with the tight end. Not the running back, the tight end. Come on, people. Let's put it in perspective. I can go through all of this, just the highlights. I can show you on all 22s how pathetic this look. You know what, John Jones? That's a very good point. That's a very good point. He was dropping back. He says, that's what I've been saying, Luke. Everybody, no, Jared Goff deserved the blame he got. He 100%, Jack, deserved the blame that he got. There is no excuse for what I've seen from him over the first few weeks. He deserved the blame that he got. But we need to start to ask the question of, is it a Anthony Lynn problem? What is the real problem here? Nope. D. Richard, you were right. He never came out to establish the run. Never. And it's a shame. It's a shame. Let's look at it a little bit more. Let's look at it a little bit more. Because I don't got to show much for you to see how bad it got. Right? Then he missed a field goal. So he got a problem with the run. Let's see what they happen here. Let's go. Bro, this is so damn frustrating. I gotta slow this down so y'all can follow with me. Y'all think I be nitpicking that stuff. When I said Okudah won't work for top 10 pick, I'm nitpicking. When I say Greedy Williams ain't greedy, y'all, I'm nitpicking. When I say Montez Sweat ain't worth it, I'm nitpicking. I need to see pass rush move and basic skills. Look at our linebackers on this. Do you see this dude getting cleared out? Do you see this dude coming down? How do you, as a linebacker, see this and not immediately go here to give him a chance to go out here? You just got to go run up in there. Go get it. But what is Jalen Reeves-Maybin doing? Let's go back and see who this is getting their ass handed to him when they getting blocked. That Nick Williams? Yep, Nick Williams. Why is he out here? Why? Why is he out here? What kind of... Bruh. Look at this one right here. Keep your eyes on this one right here. Y'all, I want y'all to see the fire off. Look at the fire off. Oh, you so aggressive. So aggressive, Austin Bryan. Oh, no, that was Michael Brockers. Even worse. Come on, man. Come on. You waiting to get blocked. Come on. This is not hard. Here go the next play. Watch the linebackers. Here we go. They got good blockage over here. So guess what? He's supposed to be hauling ass right here. Come on, right here. So you did all that running to just They got beat up. Look at this. Y'all always saying we not blessed enough. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They reacted like they were supposed to. 6, 7. You got beat up. Ellis Anzalone is not it. There are still free agents out there that I would cut Ellis Anzalone for right now and say, you know what? I can't with you. Look at this. 2nd and 5. I'm surprised the quarterback didn't throw it here. He was thinking too much bigger. Look at this. This is what we're doing. We got beat up. We didn't give up. They didn't quit on the coach. They got beat up. And it's okay to say that. But damn, this is terrible. For the people who want to join in, the link's at the top. I'm bringing you back, D-Map. Now, you don't seen a few clips. How you feeling? D-Map, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
So I just showed you a few clips. How you feeling?
Man, it's just sad that one play he actually does good, and next play he just does something completely opposite and just dumb. It's like, why didn't you try that in the earlier downs? Why you wait till your third and long? Why? Well, I want to know.
I mean, you're talking about a guy, and this is something that John Jones brings. That's a very good point. These people, these linebackers are hitting the wrong gaps. They're waiting to fill them. They're getting blocked by the unlikeliest people. Like, come on, man. I can show you in the game where Trey Flowers is getting blocked by a receiver. How? Listen, do anybody remember? You know what? Let me see if I can find this. I got to show y'all this. I got to see if I can find this.
It's ridiculous.
I got to find this.
Most of the most simplest things is like they just messing it up. It's like, come on. You did this in practice how many times?
I know somebody's going to say this is not a fair comparison. They're going to say this is not fair for you to do. This is not how you want to do it. This is not cool. I know they're going to say that. Right? Like, I know they're going to say, hey, you can't do that, Luke. That's not fair. But I got to show you this because I want you to understand that there's a difference. Right? I want you to understand. I want you to see it. Hold on. All right. So, let me see. Where is it at? Right here. Okay. I want y'all to see this play because I think this is what y'all need to understand. Oh, this is probably poor quality. Damn it, I don't like this quality. Hold on, let me see if I can find another clip. I cannot, under no circumstances, rock with that clip. That clip was horrible. All right. Okay, here we go. I'm going to use this clip. All right, people. What I'm not seeing out of my players that I would want to see is this. Let me take this off the screen. I want y'all to pay close attention to this. This is some important stuff on every level. Y'all let me know when you see a linebacker on our team do this. This is Chad Johnson attempting to block Ray Lewis. And Ray didn't even see him coming.
Little boy, you didn't try to do something?
He didn't even see him coming, y'all. The worst part is this. Chad Johnson afterwards says, Coach, let's try to see what he say. Coach, this is Coach talking to him. You got to quit it with those big guys. Chad Johnson, that was Ray. Coach says, I know. He said, I thought I could hit him. He said, I tried to blindside Ray. And he ran me over.
He ran me over.
If my linebackers ain't doing that, we got a problem. So let's get back to our game. Watch this. Again, you want to know why the defense is not looking the way it's supposed to. The linebackers suck.
Oh, man.
All right?
I'm still so mad we could have freaking... Dang, what was his name again?
Watch this. Isaiah Simmons, watch this.
Yo.
You win the line of scrimmage. When did the linebacker get there?
So it's like they wait to the very last minute.
This is your gap. He's supposed to be right here, right now.
They waited to the very last minute until he'll pass the line.
How do y'all
in the world?
think about this? He gets an open lane to go shoot here. Nope. Let's keep going.
Literally just walked into there.
Let's talk about the offense again. What's with this goddamn empty set stuff on 3rd and 10? What's with this, people? It's 3rd and 10. Let's just look. Y'all didn't see that? Y'all wonder why I yell about poor technique. Let me show y'all some poor technique.
Like, what the heck? Like, what that lineman doing?
Watch the tackle. His foot got stepped on. Look at it. I'll show you better. Hold on. His foot got stepped on.
Wow.
I mean, we're gonna let it go by. His foot got stepped on. I just gotta point this stuff out real quick, and then I get up out of here.
That's sad.
His foot got stepped on because there's no reason for him to have this kind of poor technique. He was already going to fall over. All right. So now let's get back to our regularly scheduled program, right? This play was doomed from the get. But guess what? There was something that could have helped the quarterback. Right? Nobody see it. Did anybody see what could have helped the quarterback? Throw the damn ball.
Exactly. You got a receiver right there. Throw it.
I don't care if it's a defense. I don't care if it's a defense. No, he didn't have no time. But good quarterbacks let the ball go. It's 3rd and 10. Now let's get down here. Let's talk about this. Back to these damn linebackers. Back to these linebackers. Now they got Derek Burns in, I'm pretty sure. And what you don't see is something that I've been screaming that we need to leave him in for. The linebacker's job right here is to meet said blocker. Keep outside shoulder out. This is how you play the game. This is how you do it. You leave the outside shoulder out there, and you give yourself a chance to make a play. My man's Tracy Walker. Ooh, look at all these goddamn people that could have had a tackle. Let's just go back. So we got Jacobs going for the feet on Scott. Why? Jacobs and Tracy Walker had the tackle, but God, look at the linebackers. This is all we doing. This is what happens. This is what it looks like when you get beat up. Again, look at the linebackers. Look at the linebackers. This right here, Derek Burns goes to the left on a false step. That false step cost him. 3 dudes blocked him, and he got up to the second level and got blocked.
Yep.
But guess what? Even in that block attempt, Earn's fully extended. Let me get off of that. Let me get that outside Earn back going. Now, we see what his flaw is. Let's go and look at my man, Alex Anzalone. Yep. Yeah. Not even in the play. Nick Williams should not have been out there. And this is something I've been seeing all year. We're not even playing our best players, people.
Oh, wow.
We're not even playing our best players, man. And that's an issue for me. That's an issue for me. We got to play our best players, man. 46 rushes, 236 yards, 5.1, 4 touchdowns. This is disgusting.
Oh, wow.
It's disgusting.
They literally just ran it down our throat and said, let's see if you can stop it. Obviously, they couldn't.
Nope. All right, D-Map, I'm finna get up out of here, so I'm finna go ahead and let you go, bro.
All right, man.
Anybody else want to jump in? I appreciate it. But let me just be clear, people. All right? Let me just be clear. The coaching staff is learning. The players is learning. No, we did not make a mistake going with Dan Campbell over Robert Saleh. No, we did not. No, we did not lose the locker room. The coach did not lose the locker room. The team did not give up. They got beat up. And they're not the only team to get beat up this season. A lot of good teams got beat up. Hell, the Bengals just took an L. And it shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have. A team that didn't even, I think the Cowboys won, didn't even have their quarterback. Because the play calling is in such a way to keep the game protected. They have to find a way. He did something on his foot. When I watch these games, people think, oh, Luke don't watch film. Luke look at the film and he look at it over and over because he's trying to see what the hell going on. And the bottom line is this. This team did not play up to standard. But I will still be reviewing the blocking of every week up until now. And I'm going to do a deeper dive on this game. But I saw enough to know what happened. There were some bad plays called. There were some bad schemes, some bad alignment, some bad everything. And they laid a turd. Forget the egg, they laid a turd. But this is the reality that we are in. This is my take on what's going on. Now, I don't want to leave y'all sour grapes. But let's get it, man. I want to make sure that people understand something. I don't never end a show unless I do it on a positive note. And today's positive quote comes in a very unusual way. It's the internet. It says, stop expecting honesty from people who lie to themselves. I'm going to get that to you again because I'm going to use this one again. Stop expecting honesty from people who lie to themselves. Y'all are wasting y'all time looking for people to tell you the truth about themselves when they can't tell themselves the truth. It's like asking a shark to stop being mean. Although that's his nature. It's his nature to go out and feed himself. He's just a mean old animal. People will disappoint you every time you put your trust in them. People will find a way to remind you that they're flawed. And when you put your trust in them, when you are expecting them to be honest with you, ask yourself the question, how honest are they with themselves? Some of y'all got friends who won't even take the time or the day to say, I was wrong. I was wrong, people, about the Lions winning 8 games. I was wrong. It's clear that I was wrong. That's what the results say. But when you have people who can't do that, when you have people who can't take a moment to just say, you know what, I got that one wrong. Or you know what, I effed up here. Or you know what, I was pretty good there. Then don't expect them to be honest with you. Take that to the bank. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. I'm going to be back at it again. Hopefully they don't hit me with no overtime. I am totally over this OT crap. So if, I don't get hit with that, that'd be great. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, don't be no chump. Please do your research. I'm out.